All right. Why is it so much harder to achieve any results, to achieve weight loss, shifts, changes, all that stuff now than what it used to be? I used to be able to do this program and boom, I would get a result. I used to be able to start this exercise routine and amazing, right? Wouldn't take me very long, wasn't that much of an effort, or as long as I stuck to it, I would notice this shift and change. And now I feel like I am fighting a complete uphill battle. No matter what I do, I can't get a change. Or only if I work so hard or I'm super perfect, and then I can make the scale change just a little bit. But then I don't get to keep it. I don't get to keep it. I don't get to keep it at all. I have one dinner out and boom, the weight comes like flooding back on. What the heck is happening? Why is this so much harder? And let me just kind of spoiler alert here. It is not because you're getting older. It is not just because, oh, you're aging, you're getting older. Welcome to the new older body. No, no. Just because your body ages doesn't mean it should lose function, basic function. And if you do not feel right in your body, there is something off, and it's always important to pay attention and look at what's happening internally. So I am Dr. Beth Westie, women's health and hormone expert and author of the books, The Female Fat Solution, The Female Menopause Solution. I talk all about how to eat for your hormones and for your cycle in these books. These are on Amazon. Great references here and resources for you to dive into if you have not taken that deep dive yet. But the first thing is when we look at why is it harder, why is it more difficult? This is one of the main things that I talk about. One of the first reasons here is hormone changes. Yeah. As you know, as your body changes, as your hormones shift and change, it means that your system is going to be functioning differently. So if your hormones cannot keep up, right? Or if your liver is overwhelmed and cannot process hormones the same, your hormones get thrown off. If you have excess estrogen, adrenal insufficiency, all of these things, that means that your body is going to have that hormonal change, and it's so much harder for you to achieve the same results because of hormones. These are things that we look at during the Dutch test. When we test your hormones, look at what you have going on. This is what we dive into. So if you are not on the wait list for the next Female Hormone Solution program, write in the comments. There is the link for you to get on the wait list. Registration opens next Wednesday, so in a week. And the only way you get registration is if you are on the wait list. And I am doing that free masterclass next Tuesday, which you will get notified on the wait list. So I will do I'm doing a live teaching on where to start with weight loss, and then a live Q&A. So if you have any questions, I will answer it live there on that Zoom. But this is one of the main things. Hormone changes. Hormone changes. And if you're not addressing this, like you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Like you're missing half of the puzzle. You're missing half of the puzzle pieces here if you don't have that, right? The other thing is stress. I'll just say stress levels, because it has to do with your overall stress impact, your stress response, how much stress you've been under, and how long without it being addressed. Did you know that women who are under chronic stress actually have major hormonal changes in their bodies earlier, sooner, years earlier than women who are not under chronic stress? Yes, that's not genetic, right? That's not genetic. That's not related to your environment. That's not related to any of those other things, other than your stress levels have been high for an extended period of time, and it causes your body to have those hormonal shifts and changes. Like you will start menopause years earlier from being under chronic stress. Yes, it has that much of an impact on your body. So again, if you are doing some type of nutrition program, exercise program, great. But if you have a lot of stress and you are not getting any tools, tips, tricks, or anything, or that exercise or nutrition program is not taking your stress into account, missing out on a huge piece of the puzzle as well. Missing out on maybe the other half of the puzzle. Right? This is where it's more than just calorie in, calorie out. So much more than just calorie in, calorie out. It doesn't matter if your body's under a lot of stress. You could be eating, barely any calories, and your body will store all of it, because that's what it's telling your system to do. That's what it's telling your body to do. I know what you're thinking. Come on. This is ridiculous. I know. It is. Totally. I agree. 100%. Ooh! So, deep breath. Last one I'm going to talk about here. Now, this is not the end of the list here. These are some of the main things that if we get your hormones regulated, get your body processing things better, oh, way easier thing. If we manage your stress levels and everything else, yes, fantastic. But I'm going to put another one down here, and this is a really, really big thing. This is the other of the top 3 things that impact like your system and why it's harder to lose weight now versus when it used to be. This is the thing I run into again and again and again for women. And it's super hard because you almost can't just like, oh, I'll just work harder. I'll just can't outrun this. Can't change it. And you can't change what you've already done and been through, right? But a history of diets. Now, when I say this, I mean a history of diets where you have restricted, a history of diets where you have depleted your system again and again and again, a history of crash dieting. When I talk to women and they're like, yeah, I've been on a diet since I was 13, and they're in their mid-40s. That's 30 years. That's the majority of their life not actually fueling their body. And when I work with women and they join the Female Hormone Solution program, one of the first things that a lot of them say right away is, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was under fueling. Even when I thought I was eating more, I didn't realize I wasn't getting enough nutrient for my body, for what it needed, for hormone balance, for stress support, all of those things. Yes, your body needs those nutrients. Without it, it doesn't, it's like not having gas in your car and still expecting to drive 2 hours in it. Yeah, it's not going to go well. But if you have a history of diet after diet, crash diet after fad diet after crash diet, again and again and again, and your system's never even been given a whole year of proper nutrition, or the only time that you've actually not dieted is when you were pregnant or nursing, your body actually doesn't know how to have a regular metabolism. That's why again and again and again, at some point your system says, forget it, I don't know. Right? So that's a whole different thing to sort of, repair that metabolism. A lot of times people go on what's called a reverse diet. And it's not just eating more food, that's fueling your body properly and teaching your system how to restart your metabolism. This is a big piece of what we do. And this is actually why my next program is 6 months. We're not only going to be focused on working with your hormones and your cortisol levels and regulating your system and having these amazing things happen, but to actually give your body the amount of time that a lot of times it does take to restart your metabolism. Because you can work so hard. You can eat the cleanest diet. You can work out every single day. But if your system has gone through years of depletion, that's a whole different thing to work backwards from. And I'll be totally honest, right? Like when I was in high school and college and things like that, I did it too. It was what everybody did, right? It's oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of Cosmo, right? Glamour, 17 magazine, like all these different magazines or all these different things where it would show like, oh, this is what the celebrity's eating. And then be like, okay, we're going to eat like that. Or I'd have a friend who'd be like, yeah, we just should eat cereal for dinner. We won't eat dinner. We'll just have cereal for dinner. Then we'll lose weight. Okay. And if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I've done a crazy diet, I want to know. Put in the comments. I do check the comments. Put in the comments what your crazy diet is. Because I guarantee, like, I've heard a lot of them, but I still don't think I've heard all of them. I've heard of like the cabbage soup diet, and I was like, seems gross, right? So I want to know, what diet have you done and how did it work out for you? But those are other things to kind of work backwards from and make sure that we get your system functioning better, right? And the thing here is that with these things going on, it can make it harder. And the piece that makes it harder is that you can't force function. You can't force it to happen. And the body never does anything without a reason. So if there's a reason your metabolism is slowed down, we have to look at why that's happening. And it's due to these things here. And we have to address them to make sure your system can function better. That's how you get and keep the right results. So that's what I got for you guys today. I do have my podcast, The Female Health Solution, which has a lot of great resources on it for you if you're looking for more information. And then my YouTube channel is Dr. Beth Westie. Subscribe to that so you can stay updated on everything I have going on. And then I also have my tinctures for your hormones, estero-balance and progesterone-balance. These are on the website nutritionforhormones.com. So specially formulated for days 1 through 14 and days 15 through 28. And I've got some really exciting stuff coming up here as well. Some other things that I formulated that are going to be coming out soon. So stay tuned, and I'll announce it when it's totally ready because we're still working on the formulation. So just finalizing. So that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, I will see you later.